Hello, my name is Daniel Rivera. I'm 22 years old. I live currently in Lubbock, Texas, and this is Financial Audit.
You're 22?
I'm 22.
Thanks for coming over from Lubbock, but I'm already okay. So 22,
Yeah.
And yeah, you look 22. I didn't think you were old or anything. Just out of the gate, dude. How'd you get yourself into so much random and not good debt by 22? You're too young for this, in my opinion. What's going on?
Oh, I'm here to get the help from you.
Yeah, but why'd you go in to the debt?
It's a long process on how I got myself into it. It depends on what do you mean by that.
Well,
a lot of it's student loans.
Which that one's reasonable, but then we go through things. Well, I mean, I'll just lay it out for everyone. We'll go to the debts individually, but I'll just lay out where everyone is from a screenshot from your Credit Karma. Okay, and we're putting it on screen as well. Okay. So credit card, you have a credit card that you're trying to pay off. Mm-hmm. You have $972 in collections. You have collections at 22 already.
Yeah.
Like you probably were able... What, you were probably able to get your first debt only 4 years ago, like less than a half a decade ago, and we're already in collections. Student loans, yep. And then personal loans, we're taking out $7,000 of personal loans, and we're 22. And then we're taking out a big auto loan. It says there's two in there as well, so we're gonna have to.
I have two.
And three personal loans. You have two cars at 22.
Oh, I'm thinking about getting a third.
Why?
About getting a Tesla.
Why? Why possibly?
Oh, you save on gas. It's always nice to have three cars.
Why are you getting 3 cars? It's always nice to have 3 cars.
Well, I have one car. The other one's for my mom. So it wouldn't hurt to get another one. It's always an investment.
Investment? What do you mean by investment?
If one breaks down, you still have another you could drive.
So more of a security measure than an investment, because an investment, we're talking about things hopefully going up in value. Typically that doesn't work. Teslas, they do hold value better than other cars, but usually cars, especially in a normal car market, which we're getting closer and closer to, still not 100% there yet. Cars go down in value, my dude.
Yeah.
Not an investment. Okay, well, I'm sorry. I'm digging into you right away because I'm just like, I'm shocked by this after you heard your age. I was like, okay, this dude's coming out and I was looking at him. He's like 28, 30, something like that. And
no, I'm barely 22.
Barely 22. What would you give yourself as a financial score? 0 out of 10. Where do you think you are?
I didn't travel all the way from Lubbock. I'm here for the help, Caleb.
Yeah.
I know my financial is not the best right now, and that's why I'm trying to fix that up.
But what would you give yourself as a score, 0 out of 10?
I would say a 6 out of 10.
Optimistic, Mr. 3-car guy. All right, so 22. Mm-hmm. Did you go to Texas Tech?
I did not. I actually went to a trade school.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. And what did you study and what did you get?
Universal Technical Institute, mm-hmm. Automotive.
Automotive? Oh, that's starting to explain some things. Okay. And you got certified in what?
I got certified in Volvo cars. So I'm a Volvo technician.
Oh, very cool. Okay, so that's your job then right now.
That's my job. That's where I'm located in Lubbock.
Okay, very cool. So what do you bring in?
I get paid weekly. It's $1,000 a week.
Okay.
After taxes, and I'm putting away 50.
Wait, $1,000 after taxes?
No, before taxes.
Okay, so $52,000 a year before taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very cool. And then after taxes, probably like 40.
Yeah, around there.
Maybe even a little less, depending. There's no state income tax in Texas, but in that tax bracket, with deductions, yeah. Okay, cool. So $40,000, but okay. There's probably $40,000 coming in and hitting your account on a monthly basis, but you have $30,000 of car debt, and you're about to go into more.
No, well, I needed the car. My mom needed a car, so I bought her a car under my credit, and then I just ended up.
So you took out debt to get her a car.
Yeah.
Okay. Where is she?
She lives in Frisco.
Okay.
She's in the Dallas area.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So she lives there. She can't get herself a car?
She's in a financial situation as well. So,
As well. I'm glad you said that.
I'm just there to help her as much as I can.
Yeah, but you're hurting yourself, though, to be clear.
I do know that, but, I'm still very young. So in the long run, I could always fix that up,
Okay, I'm not going to dig into too much because your friend nominated you to be on here, so you don't really know the show too much as far as I understand it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to bully you too hard. But let me just say off the gate, when you say, no, I'm it's okay because I'm young right now, so I can do this because I can get out of it and all that kind of stuff. No, you're young right now. What can happen when you're young is, dude, if you were investing just 15% of your money in the stock market, you're in the best decade of your life for that money to compound and grow to the point where you're easily a millionaire, multimillionaire by the time you are 60. You are not going to have that because of where you're at. So,
well, I do have a savings account and I am investing a little bit
I know
from my checkings.
But this situation, saying we can do this instead of doing all that, because I mean, I've seen your savings. It's not an emergency fund. It's not even close.
Well, I am working on it, and I just started this year.
I know, but you shouldn't be there is all I'm saying.
Yeah. Well,
or you shouldn't be here. You should be there already. You should already have it.
Oh, yeah, I know. Well, last year, I got myself into a predicament, and,
What was the predicament?
Oh, I moved out by myself, and then I was paying so much in rent. I didn't really think it through, so... Last year was a year where I really struggled, and this year is just a year where I'm really trying to step it up. So overall, I think so far I'm doing pretty well.
If you want to step up and hit that subscribe button, because we are trying to get to 750,000 subscribers. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed so far. I love you so much. Okay, so let's just go through your situation. You gave yourself a 6 out of 10. We know you're bringing in $52,000 a year, maybe $40,000 after taxes, maybe a little less. All right, so this first one's the credit card. There is something I'm happy about.
Okay.
So I would normally yell at you in this situation, but congratulations. You're not spending on a credit card that you're trying to pay off. No. And you are making more than the minimum monthly payment. So there is progress there. So this is credit card, and we have a current balance after a $200 payment of $1,628.05. Now you lost $25.36 in interest, which sucks. Why'd you go into this debt in the first place? This credit card debt.
Well, I do know my interest rate is 35%.
Kill me. Yeah.
I was able to talk them down to 18%.
Still death, but okay. Why'd you go into this in the first place, though? That didn't answer the question.
I honestly don't remember how I got so high up in debt. I think I did pay off some student. I think I paid off a class, and it really set me behind. And then I used my credit card to get a car.
Okay.
Well,
What do you mean? Do you mean like the down payment you put on a credit card or something?
Yeah, I used my credit
so
card.
you're going into debt for the down payment. So it wasn't even like a down payment. You just yourself with a higher interest rate.
Put some down payment down, and I also did use my credit card. Right now I am at 16 whatever. I know it's probably after this trip, it's probably going to be 1,900 that it's going to go up, for this podcast. I come a long way.
Your friend didn't offer to pay for it when he nominated you? He's over there in that corner. I'm shaming you right now. Okay. He nominated you and he's not paying for it. Oh, and we're trying to get you out of debt. Okay. Well, again, I am glad you did not put any more money on this, but
okay.
We have that. I'm a little nervous. Okay. I'm a little nervous that you're like, I don't remember why I went into bad debt, because if we don't know why we went into it, who's going to say we're not going to get into it again? I understand the down payment part for this specifically, but you said those words.
Well, I have been paying it off, and I've been doing better.
No, that's fine. That's fine. But you said you don't know why you got into the debts in the first place.
Yeah.
That scares me. If you're not even able to just straight up acknowledge what the situation was going into it, how is that going to prevent you in the future from going into it again?
Yeah. Well, I did this year. Like I said, this year I am doing a lot better financial wise, and I know I have to pay off that card, and I'm not even using that card right now.
I know.
I have till September to pay it off.
Are you hearing what I'm saying though?
Oh, I'm
oh, okay, because you're like responding to like a different question. Like, I'm nervous that you do not know why you went into the debt, because that means you might go into it in the future, regardless if you're starting to make progress towards it now in terms of paying it down.
Yeah.
Regardless if you're putting money on the card still.
Well, I do understand that, but this card is not helping me in any way. I don't get anything back. It's just, it was my first credit card, so I'm not going to use it after I pay it off.
Okay. Okay. We do have something else. This has to be the car. What is the vehicle? What is the car?
There's two cars. Which one are you talking about?
Okay. The one that you financed $19,000 for.
Okay, so that one, that's the Scion IM. It's a 2016.
I don't know that car. Is that a nice car? Kind of expensive for 2016.
Yeah, I know the prices. I'm pretty sure it's overpriced.
Dude, you're a car dude.
Oh, yeah.
You should know that, right?
It was
Hold on. All right. What?
It was just my mom really needed a car.
This was your mom's car?
So that's the car, yeah.
Dude, you went 2016 what, Scion?
Scion IM. It's the last model they made.
That means it was obviously a good car.
Well, it is a Toyota.
Fair enough. How much did you put down for this one?
I think it was $2,000.
Yeah, I mean, so you overbought it, but honestly not by that much from what I'm seeing online in terms of what it's being sold for. Well, like it depends the source. It depends the source, obviously. But seeing like some places can have it listed for like 20, but then like 15,000 for private sale and stuff like that. So. Yeah.
Well, I do know the interest rate on that car is 13%.
Yeah, it's death. It's absolutely death. I didn't even get to that yet. Okay, so Mom needed a car to get from A to B, right?
Yeah.
Just to get to like a location from her place, so that she could work, make money, and then take care of herself, hopefully, right?
Yeah, of course.
Why did it have to be a $20,000 car?
Oh, that's the cheapest they had on the lot.
Okay, f*** off. Go to a different lot. Car guy?
Well, I was in a tight schedule with work.
Okay. So was that tight schedule with work worth $20,000 with $2,000 down with 13% interest rate? Did you really make that money up by keeping your tight schedule?
Well, at the end of it, I'm not really paying for it, Mr. Hammer. My mom is.
I've never been called Mr. Hammer. That's very nice. Your mom, so she's paying you for this?
Yeah, she sends me the money for it.
Okay. That's inherently risky, though. I'm glad she's paying you for this. Why couldn't she get it herself if she's paying for it? Is her credit score just...
Her credit score is not that bad, but she is in the process of trying to get a house.
Okay. She's in the process of trying to get herself a house, but she wasn't willing to get a car for herself.
Well, if she gets a car, it's going to risk the chances of her getting a house. So this is why I helped her out.
When does she want to get the house?
This October or in August.
It would have a hard inquiry. It would lower the age of her credit, and it would also decrease her debt to income ratio. Yes. It would also at the same time show that she is making reliable payments. But I don't know her credit score. And she's not here. She's not the person I'm auditing.
Yeah.
But you did take this out for her. So inherently risky because what if... Okay, I'm going to go straight up sad situation. I never wish this for anyone, but, Yeah. What if she dies? You still owe this. It's under your name. Or what if something happens, sour relationship, boom, she doesn't have it. What if all of a sudden she loses her job and she just can't afford it? Then you're paying for it. There's a lot of what ifs that increase the overall risk scenario. You took on the risk.
Oh, right now I'm not thinking of what ifs,
Okay, but you're not willing to think about risk? For anything? Do you do everything just risk?
Well, I do think about it, but this is I'm not paying on it. She's the one
Well, you
making
are,
the
but she's paying you for it. But a lot of things can happen. Okay. I'm not even trying to tell you you're a bad person for this or anything. I'm just trying to get you to understand the risk, and you're not even understanding the risk behind it. Do you get the risk?
I do understand the risk. And
this just happened. And it's 72 months. So you're dealing with this until early 2029. This is something you're dealing with till 2029.
Not if she could put more money into it.
Yes, not if. Is she going to? Mr. Not dealing with what ifs?
I kind of just live my day by day and just think about the future.
And think about the future?
I do think about the future, but I live my life is I live it day by day.
Yeah.
So I try not to stress as much. This is why I'm on the podcast.
It's okay not to stress. It's okay not to. I don't want you to stress, but I want you to at least think about things and then, make a plan like an adult, right? So we can do that without like getting like freaked out by it. Okay?
Yeah.
So with this, I need to know the monthly payments, the minimum monthly payment.
$384.
Yeah. Now, a good way to think about cars, and this is for everyone out there, if that is the way to go into a car, though, I would prefer, there's many things I'd prefer. For the average person, probably just buying a car in cash, because that's just better overall. For those that are financially savvy, buying a car.
Well, if you're not financially set, you can't pay a car in cash, and that's what the problem was. So I helped her out.
I know. I'm going through the different situations. For those who can, and I can help most people get into the place where they can buy in cash, that'd be great. For the financially savvy, 3% interest rate if they could or less, and then invest everything else that was going to go to the car. The minimum monthly payment sales paid off for 3 years. Or you could do the Money Guys rule. They're they're a popular show who I love. I watch every single episode they put out on YouTube. I always forget the name of the rule, but essentially the rule is 20% down on a car, 3% for 3 years, a 3-year loan, and 8% of your total gross income. If you can't meet those criteria, then you cannot afford a car, and you have to get a car that is worth that by looking at more than one lot.
Okay, let's say this then. What about after she gets her house?
Yeah,
she could buy that car off of me on her credit.
Yeah, sure.
That was the plan to begin with.
That'd be good. Again, there is risk around it. That doesn't negate the risk. But if we get to that situation and she does that, that's fantastic. Yeah. Because it is her car. She should have to deal with it like the adult she is and not her kid. I understand that you wanted to help. I love the big heart. I'm not critical of the big heart. I am here to make sure you're in a good place because you're the person on the other side of the table. Yeah. So I'm only dealing with your financial situation. Mm-hmm. Trust me, love the heart, but I want to make sure you are financially safe and taken care of. Yeah. That's the main thing.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Do you get that?
Yeah.
Okay. So moving on to the next debt. This must be the other car.
Yeah.
$11,704.
Yeah.
And what is this car?
2016 Ford Focus.
Ford Focus, yeah. Okay. How many miles?
It's at 103.
When'd you get it?
Same time I bought the Scion.
So this is new as well.
Well, it was a 2-for-1 deal, pretty much. That's what they told me.
What a deal you got.
I know, right? I didn't know I got screwed over till the end.
You're the car guy. You know more about cars than I do.
I was very pissed off at the situation. I was ready to get out of there.
You can't let those emotions, man.
Yeah.
Because now it's going to be beating you down for years. So let me guess, you also got like 72 months on this?
Well, yeah. I could probably pay it off way sooner than that.
What is the term though? Is it that 72 months again?
I don't know.
What's the interest rate?
Well, I got the car for 9.5, so I'm pretty sure the interest rate is on there already.
9,500?
Yeah.
Why is the payoff $11,000?
I don't know. Dude.
Is this the car?
Yeah, that's the car.
You don't know the interest rate? We know the minimum monthly payment is $312. Mm-hmm. Now, I know you have Credit Karma because you sent me a screenshot.
Yeah.
Can you open Credit Karma for me real quick? I should be able to at least see on there.
Credit Karma?
Yeah.
Okay. The 972, collection, that's a medical debt.
Okay. We'll talk about that in a second. Which is no reason that's not paid off at this point. Whatever. I haven't seen this in a long time. You win the Got F***ed award. 24.39% interest. That's death, and you didn't even know it. I want to understand kind of just your education in general around personal finances. What
Not the best.
Were you taught in school personal finances?
No.
Parents?
No. My parents really aren't that good either at financing.
Because you bought her a car and took out 13% interest debt on that. Your friend, has he been teaching you? Have you been trying to learn things on YouTube? Like, this is a great platform for a lot of things.
Well, I do plan on refinancing later on and lowering the interest rate.
Yeah. I think that's a minimum if we're keeping it. And it is 72 months of death, my dude. You can't afford either of these cars the way you're doing it. And again, you just started it. So, yeah. Let's take a look at that. Collections. Okay, good news is, well, except for the collections, you pretty much make everything else on time, which I'm happy about that. Okay, that's the credit card. There's the 2 car loans. There's a couple things that I did not see, which I'm concerned about.
The Snap-on and the Mako.
Yes.
Yeah.
So collections, what was it? It was for medical debt.
Yeah.
What happened?
This is when I was living in Arizona. I was not working at the time. I wasn't feeling well.
What was up? Are you okay?
Well, yeah, this was back in 2 years ago.
Is it something that might flare up again?
No.
Okay. So you're all good, taken care of?
Yeah.
Cool. Why have you not paid this since now that you're making $52,000 a year?
Because I'm trying to pay off my credit card off first.
Okay. Do you care about your credit score though? So you can refinance your car potentially? Paying off this collections would be a major win for your credit score.
Or like at least dropping it to half of that.
Well, you can,
because the minimum, they can't really report your collections on credit on medical debt if it's less than $500.
Okay. You could also probably just negotiate with them and be like, yo,
I did try to negotiate with them.
Tell me.
They did not want to drop it by a lot. They said $890.
No, of course not. But
so
was that it? One phone call?
One phone call.
Okay. No, this is how you do it. Once a week, once every 2 weeks, call them up. Hey, all I have is $500. Take it or leave it. No. Okay. Next week. Oh, all I have is $500. Take it or leave it. No. Okay. Next week. Boom, boom, boom. Until they accept it, then do it. How long has this been on your credit?
I believe since last year.
Okay. So we're definitely not going to wait for that to fall off. That would be ridiculous. What were these 2 other debts? What were these 2 other debts that we just saw? What was that?
The Snap-on, those are tools I use for work. It's paid off.
It's paid off?
It's paid off.
Why did I see a balance on your credit?
Because it's not fully updated yet.
Okay, and what about the other debt?
Oh, the Mako? Oh, that's horrible. You don't want to know about that one.
I'm going to need to know about that one.
That one is an 18% interest rate. The toolbox itself was $6,500. Right now, with the interest rate accumulated and everything, the box came up to $9,500.
You own $9,500?
Oh yeah, I'm getting.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you know what my boss told me?
What'd your boss tell you?
He said, might as well put a dildo on it because you're getting in the ass.
All right. And what's the minimum monthly payment on that thing?
18. Minimum monthly payment is $180.
Okay. So we've gotten through the debts, right? That's all the debts, or is there? No, there's the student loans.
The student loans.
Are they federal, private? What are they?
I think they're private.
Are you paying on them right now?
No, I don't have to start paying off till October.
Okay. Because they are federal, or are they deferred to private? Who are they with? Pull it up again. I'm guessing they are federal, but we're about to see. Yeah, Department of Ed with Avian. Okay, very good. So this is federal. So we have with the student loans, you can have that back. Thank you. $12,000, and it's likely. Guessing about $150 minimum monthly payments. $125. Usually I'm pretty good at guessing those. Guessing more towards the range of $150 starting in October because, not the date the recording of this video, but it just got struck down today. Did you see?
I did not see.
Okay, the student loan forgiveness, officially not going to happen. And it's likely ranging from 4 to 6% interest on those. Okay. Checking account. Checking account, we have $540 in. Okay. It's a okay enough buffer. Usually I like to see at least closer to 1 to 2,000, but that's okay. And this is something that pops up a lot through here. You clearly have an Acorns, and you paid the $3 subscription for it. Yeah. By the way, free $5 if you sign up for Acorns using my link in the description below. Let's go. That, though, you're withdrawing constantly from your Acorns later, which means you're also putting in that their later account is usually an IRA. You're paying a 10% penalty when you withdraw that. What are you doing?
But I don't plan on withdrawing anytime soon.
But no. Oh, congratulations. Guess what? We all just learned that I am the idiot right now. Because that whole time I was viewing -$5. I was like, why are you withdrawing from Acorns and putting it into your account? No, that's okay. I'm happy to see that. No, you did well on that. I had a complete brain collapse during that. So, no, those are good. I'm happy to see those. Red Robin, not thrilled to see because we have 18% debt, 25% debt, 18% debt, 13% debt, and then 6% debt with student loans. And yet we're deciding we're going to go to Red Robin because those burgers and unlimited fries and halfway decent root beer floats.
Bottomless fries. You can't beat that, you know.
I'll tell you what can beat it, 25% death interest rate. So tell me right now, I need to know before I go through those, is Red Robin and their bottomless fries that aren't that good fries, by the way, and the burgers are kind of trash, better than the In-N-Out that you had in here because that's like kill me now when it comes to food. But what, is that more important? Is that possibly more important than your financial future? I need to know.
No.
Okay, so why, in your logic, now I know we're not the most financially educated here, and that's why I'm making sure you understand the gravity of the situation. That's why I do the things that I do here, so you truly know, because it is absolutely.
Well, I only eat out once in a while just to treat myself.
Okay, Red Robin and New Creation Priso and Zellen Money Out $20. Who knows where that went? And the Richmond Benjamin and In-N-Out Burger Death. You may as well at least eat food when you're trying to put something in your body. Cash Apping Out $5. Whataburger. And what is the Snap-on credit was the thing you were paying off. And okay, gotcha.
That's paid off.
And the Bolton Services and Raising Canes and Headhunters and Snap and Johnny Estes and
that's the Macco I'm paying off on.
Oh, okay. And Chick-fil-A and Wendy's and McDonald's and you got some more tools and Apple Cash sent out $30. Who knows where that went? New Creation, Raising Canes, Dutch Bros, Whataburger, South Plains Lanes, and Whataburger. So yes, you do not go absolutely crazy, but you eat out like twice a week.
I stopped doing that, and if I do, it's I'm making sure I still have enough at the end of the month.
Well, no. You have enough at the end of the month because you have $550. But why are we eating out at all when that money should be going to 25% debt, right?
Yeah.
So I want to know the logic from the mind of not knowing much about personal finances, which is totally okay, by the way. And good job being here. And your friend convinced you to come on. Like you're taking the first step. Like it's absolutely fantastic. I definitely want to praise you for that. But what was your logic at the point of, okay, I have terrible debt. Let me go to Whataburger.
The only way I could explain it is that I was hungry.
Okay, and you don't know how to make a sandwich?
I do, but it's just I don't think I had any groceries for that month, and I just decided to
for that month. Have you ever thought about that crazy idea of going to the grocery store?
Yes. Well, if I do eat out, it's not a crazy amount that I'm spending on eating out.
The fact that you went out to eat it all, though, the logic behind it. Well, you have the 25% debt that you could be paying off quicker if we prioritize where the money was going. Do you get that?
I understand.
Is this coming through?
Oh yeah.
Okay, because you just tried to justify it by saying you didn't eat out much, and you didn't. It's only a couple $100. But imagine if that couple $100 was going towards, that's almost doubling your minimum monthly payment on your 25% interest car. You're paying it off twice as quick. And then you have subscriptions. Looks like some annual subscriptions that came through. We don't really want to have subscriptions unless they're benefiting us necessarily right now at this point. Going out to eat, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Now, you do have a high yield savings account with American Express. Mm-hmm. I am happy to see we have $866 in here. It's not much.
Well,
but
I did add a little more.
Good. What's it at?
It's right now it's at 1,066.
Again, not much for a savings, certainly not an emergency fund, but that is you making the step towards at least trying to have something, which is great. So, definitely like high five for that. I will say this doesn't make the biggest difference in the end, but I just got to give it a call out because I personally use them and everyone always asks what I use. You're getting 4%. You can get 4.3% with SoFi. I use SoFi. Link in the description below. Get bonuses up to $250 when you sign up. So, that's pretty good. But 4%, I'm also happy to see that. So nothing to stress about with that. Is that it? Is there anything else?
That's it.
You said you also have an investment account. I'm guessing this is a 401k, Roth IRA?
It's all part of the Acorns. It's a Roth IRA.
How much is there? Can you open up your Acorns real quick?
It's not that much.
That's okay. Well, we just want to get everything down on the paper and see where you're standing. And I'm glad that, it was just like $5 here, $5 here. Wasn't crazy. You're starting to do something. So yes, in your IRA, basically $200, and then in your just traditional investment account, $300. Mm-hmm. So we are going to stop doing that for now because you're not getting any kind of match through a company. So even if you're getting like the S&P 500 historical returns with dividends reinvested of just over 10%, that's still getting absolutely obliterated by your 25% interest rate debt. So if we pay off that 25 interest rate debt, we immediately get that 25% return on the investment of the cash you're putting towards it, which beats 10% any and every day. So we're going to pause this. And there's really no point of you having that traditional one open. I would just put everything in your IRA, especially if it's a Roth IRA, because that's at least growing to the point where you can pull from it without having to pay taxes on it when you retire. But we can't do that with the traditional. But of course, the traditional you can pull from penalty free, but you will have to pay taxes on it at some point. Okay, going into this, man, how much do you care to get out of this situation? Like, where are you on the scale of just ready to get your shit together and live a better life?
I'm ready.
Yeah?
This is a year where I'm trying to just step it up.
It's going to be more than a year.
Yeah.
Fair warning. And...
Well, I have a plan for next year on what to do.
Let's hear your plan before I do my plan.
Move back home.
Really?
Yeah. Very
interesting. And, obviously, there's automotive opportunities in the Dallas area.
Yeah.
So, no issue there. Specifically just to save money or just want to be close to family as well?
It's both.
Good. When's your lease up?
So listen to this. I'm actually under a contract at my job. So I'm technically not allowed to leave until that contract is over.
Which is
in February of next year.
That's not bad. That's fine. If it was for a couple of years, I was like, okay, what does it take to buy out?
Well, yeah, I completed a whole year there already. And, the first year I moved to Lubbock, I was like, oh my God, I got a big boy job. Let me go ahead and just start spending. And that's what happened. So I'm trying to get myself out of that hole.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We'll get you out of it. So you're going to be here until February then, or there until February.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
What's your rent right now? Let's build your budget.
My rent right now is $650 a month, not including utilities.
Then utilities, what do you pay?
Roughly estimate a month I'm paying $750 a month on utilities and rent altogether.
Oh, okay. So an additional $100 for utilities. Wow, rent's cheap over there. That's nice.
Oh, I got a roommate now.
Even still. So, but that's good. Ooh, let's add up your minimum monthly debt payments. This one's about to hurt. With the only good thing about the long-term links with these is the minimum monthly payments aren't going to stack up, and it will help us attack certain things quicker. But that's not what we want to do in general, typically. Yeah, this one's hard for your situation. Minimum monthly payments for debt, dude, is $1,072. Now, I know your mom gives you some money, so we're going to put that into your income situation, but this is included in your budget.
Technically, she only gives me half of what the monthly car is because I'm pretty much paying for insurance as well, and then my phone bill. So she's not giving me the full amount on the car payment. She's only cutting it in half, and then I pay the other half because she's pretty much paying for my insurance. So that's what she takes.
She's paying the car insurance?
Yeah.
Okay.
And my phone bill.
So you do not pay for car insurance at all?
No.
No car insurance. Okay. Do you have health insurance? Is it through work?
It's through work.
Good. Which is taken out before you get your net pay. So that is good. Congratulations. No more Whataburger.
Well, I am putting... Let me say this. I am putting $50 into a Christmas fund.
No.
Every week.
No. Absolutely not. Sorry. Christmas is canceled.
Well, I do get that money back at the end of the month, or I could request it whenever I want.
What do you mean? Where's it going?
It's going into the Christmas fund that my job has set up, and I
cancel that. That's stupid. We're using every single cent right now to get you out of 25% interest rate debt. Okay, so again, congratulations. No more Whataburger. No more endless fries. Doesn't exist. It's been canceled. You are spending $300 a month on groceries. Not a cent more. For toilet paper, toothpaste, all the good stuff needed to run your household and life, $100. Gas, you spent about $150. Does that seem normal for you?
Yeah.
Obviously, that changes with price, and you adjust your budget accordingly for where the price of gas is. But we're just trying to get an idea of where money is left over. Mm-hmm. Renter's insurance, probably like $10, something like that.
No, I don't pay that.
That's illegal. Pay that.
What?
Get it.
Well, I think it's included already.
No. It's not. Download Lemonade or something. That's what I used. Download the Lemonade app. Get yourself some apartment insurance. It's against the law, at least in the state of Texas.
My roommate takes care of that. The apartment's under his name.
You need your own renter's insurance.
I think he did set me down for it.
If it's fully... You're not on the lease at all?
I'm not on the lease. They didn't approve me.
Right. Okay. All right.
Well, when I first moved, they did approve me. When I first moved to Lubbock, I was living on my own. And they did approve me at that time. But I guess this time they did not want to. They said because of the collections.
Do you have any medical issues?
No.
Any mental health issues?
No.
Okay. So we don't have to take those into account on a monthly basis. I encourage everyone to do therapy, but that's...
Well, I get depressed here and there, but that's why I hit the gym.
Okay. Yep. I'm definitely... I'm sure you want to swap financial places. I want to swap physical spaces over here. I would love to get rid of that dad bod life. Okay. Any other minimum monthly expenses that you can think of in your life? No, subscriptions do not count. You are canceling them all.
Okay. What subscriptions were you talking about? Because I don't know any subscriptions.
Do you have Netflix or Hulu or anything like that?
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Done. Gym. You pay monthly for a gym. How much is that?
$15 a month.
Not bad. And obviously we're certainly keeping that up. That's something we would never cut. Cool. So I think this is your budget then. $650 for rent, $100 for utilities, debt $1,072, food $300, toilet paper spending, and everything else needed to survive the household. $100, gas $150, gym $15. Anything else you can think of? Last call.
Are you including everything I'm paying off as well?
Nope, we're about to do that separately.
Okay.
That's just your minimum monthly debt payments that we had in there at $1,072. So minimum in order for you to survive would be $2,387. Where's your checking account? I want to get a more accurate number on what came in.
It's $3,060. $3,060.
Your needs, which is $2,387, is rounded up 80% of your income, your needs. So because you've probably never heard of these things, 50-30-20 rule. It's a relatively easy, basic rule. You know, if you want to start thinking about taking personal finances seriously. Of the money that comes in, 50% is the cap of your needs. Everything that you need to survive, living, food, all that stuff, is cap, 50%. You should aim then for 20% going to savings, investing. Mostly investing, but you can also save for, do that as your emergency fund, getting that towards your emergency fund, and getting that towards a house as well. Then wants, when out of debt, could be 30% of your income. And that's your unlimited fries that you love and adore. You're not in that situation yet. But again, your needs, 80% of your income. Okay, so of the $3,060 that comes in at the $2,387, you have $673 left on a monthly basis. That is what's left. With the $1,066 that's sitting in there for 2 months, we're saving as close as we can to $2,387 in your high yield account. That's what you're doing because you're following this budget and no money is spent outside of the budget. If you want to have fun, your friend can take you. If you want to have fun, go on dates. They can pay for it. There is no fun money that you are spending. You can go have fun for free, but you are not spending money. I'm not going to give you any wiggle room. I've started to give some people wiggle room. You get no wiggle room because there's not a lot of money left over as your needs are 80%. So you get to that $2,387 in your high yield savings account. Then boom, you have a 1 month emergency fund in case anything happens. So that is 2 months. After that, I think we're going to let the collection sit for a bit. What we should do, I think we attack this in... Okay, the car situation with your mom, you're not going to like this. You are not going to like this, but this is what you should do and will do if you want to better your life. She takes out a car loan to buy it from you because your future matters and she's a big girl. She can take care of herself. And this will not be what makes or break her getting a house. It will not be.
Well, she's the only one working right now. Then I have brothers and sisters. Okay. Well, my sister, she's 19, but then I have 2 younger brothers.
She's still paying for it through you, so she can afford to do it. And then take on your own car insurance.
Well,
dude, it's time to be a big boy, okay? Time to do the hard things because your future matters. It matters. If I'm not able to convince you that your future matters in a way where you deal with this most basic thing, then there's no hope. There's no hope, flat out. It's like, what's the point?
There's always hope.
Okay. All right. I mean, come on. Are you not willing to do this? The most basic thing necessary to improve your overall security and get that debt out of your name? That 13.06%.
That's the plan, but, she's trying to get a house, like I said. I think that comes first.
This should not make or break that. What's her income? It'll change her debt to income ratio, but what's her income? Into the mic, please.
About four grand a month.
And you said she's the only one making money. Is your father with her, or does she have a husband?
Oh, my dad is disabled.
Okay. Does he get disability?
Yeah, but it's not that much.
No, it's not that much, but she's trying to get a house in the Dallas area. And that's going to be hard in general.
But in the outskirts of Dallas. And yeah.
Okay. I'll try to be a little flexible. We just don't pay attention to that right now. Pretend it's invisible other than making the minimum monthly payments. And then the moment she gets that house, she takes a loan out and buys the car from you. And that is not an option. Okay?
Yep.
From your situation, okay. The credit card, $45 a month. Well, it's at 18% anyway. I'm trying to think if the avalanche method makes more sense for you or the snowball method. I think psychologically the snowball method will help you. Avalanche method is we're paying off the highest interest rate debt. And mathematically speaking, that lowers the amount you pay in the long term versus doing the snowball method. But snowball method does have psychological benefits of seeing that you're making progress. I think with the $675, the credit card starting in month 3 at this point, 2.5 months, the credit card's paid off. Credit card's done. No more credit card. Yeah. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Then cut it out because you're probably not a credit card person either.
Nope. I don't think you added up the macro box on there of what I owe left. And I did send you a screenshot of it.
Is there another one? There's another debt? I said, is there anything else?
Yeah.
You said no.
Well, I thought you meant utility-wise. Or
no, in our
basic
debts,
needs.
I said, is there any... So there's more tools besides the $9,500.
The tools is paid off. I did send you the macro.
You said you owe $9,500 for something. Is that this one?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, so we do have that included then.
Okay.
Confirmed? Yeah.
Confirmed.
Oh, sick. Okay, very good.
I just wanted to show you.
This is a different number and different minimum monthly payment, man. Is this something different?
It's the same thing. It's just on my credit report, it shows differently. But this is, I don't know why, but this is what I owe right here.
Okay, so you owe $7,683 on this. Minimum monthly payment, not $180, $72.45. So your budget gets slightly adjusted for that.
Well, the monthly payment is like $40 a week.
It says minimum due $72.45.
That's because I'd missed a payment.
Earlier you told me it's $150.
No, the thing is, it doesn't show till the end of the month that I have to pay it off. So
yeah, that's how.
So roughly, it's around $160 a month that I have to pay off for the toolbox.
Doesn't change the situation that we're talking about now, but okay, so $693 is left over. Either way, the credit card is what you pay off after 2 months. 2 months, you get yourself to a 1 month emergency fund, then you pay off the credit card by putting $693 towards it on a monthly basis for 2.5 months, okay? So we're 4.5 months in, yes? Are we on the same page?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So from there, you get an extra $45 now in your budget because a $45 minimum monthly payment on your credit card does not exist. So $693 plus $45, you now have $738 that you can put towards debt. And you're not using that to go get unlimited fries. So at 4.5 months in, let's call it just for the sake of wiggle room, saving up that 2 month emergency fund and just getting into the habit of things, we're 5 months in. On the 6th month, where do we go towards next? We're leaving the collections for now. The student loans with where they are. I think we go and we hit the tools. $7,683. It'll be a little less at the time, but just for simplicity, divide that by $738. I think we know where this is going. It's going to be about 10.5 months. 10.5 months of that. Okay? Does that make sense so far?
Yeah.
So we're 15 months in, 15.5 months in. We'll give us some wiggle room, say 16 months in, and you have the credit card done, a 1 month emergency fund, and you've paid off the death tools. Cool with that so far?
That's cool.
It's probably taking longer than you expected, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you do not have money. So what I also recommend through this process, work some side jobs, dude. Anytime you're not working, go work and make money. Bring it in, because that cuts this process in half, if not more. What? What possibly? Go on.
You know, I'm honestly, I already work 50-hour weeks, so I'm trying to get.
Congratulations, you're working 70 now. What matters more, your debt or that?
No, I'm just trying to get that pay bump, and then I enjoy my weekends off, you know.
Congratulations. Do you enjoy 25% interest rate debt?
The thing is, it's very hard to find side jobs on the weekends. It's
Coffee shop, Uber Eats around campus.
Man, I'm not going to put miles on my car. I've tried DoorDash. I don't like it.
What don't you like about it?
I don't like putting miles on my car. I don't.
So you don't have... Okay.
I'm not going to do that.
Coffee shop, Jimmy John's, Subway, something, McDonald's. I don't give a shit. Bring in more money. Dude, you simply double the $738 that you have left on a monthly basis, and the situation gets cut in half. You realize that?
Yeah.
That's chill, dude. Work a couple shifts on the weekends. It's simple. Okay. 15 and a half months, 16 months again, just for the sake, and you now have an extra $160 left on a monthly basis, and hopefully you will have gotten a raise during this time or anything. Well, 15 months. Okay, so this is where it gets complicated, because in 15 months you're maybe home now with a different job, with a different income.
Mm-hmm.
What's the job situation going to look like there? Are you going to do the same thing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So income will probably be pretty similar.
No, it'll be higher.
In that situation, hopefully we can really start moving things, because the rent of $650 is gone. Utilities are down. You're living with mom and dad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. From there, anything and everything you have, man, just gets thrown at your car. Anything and everything gets thrown at your car, and you pay that off as soon as you can. If you have an extra $1,000 a month, maybe $1,500 a month at this point, maybe it takes 7 to 10 months. So we're like, what, 2.5 years now? Mm-hmm. Something like that. And that's going to be a big help without those extra expenses and potentially more income. So that's going to be good. It's going to be good. It's hard. And I'm not very optimistic from this conversation, I'll be honest, but that's okay. Hopefully the reason I dig in and go so hard is because I want to make you understand the severity of the situation. Because so many people come in, they're like, yeah, this is bad, or yeah, this isn't good, but it's not that bad either. No, f you, it's bad. So that's why, if you fully realize how bad it is, that you're willing to actually go sacrifice and turn your life around. From there, you probably have to, the $6,000 of your student loan debt is probably higher than 4%. I would pay that off as quick as possible. And then I would do minimum monthly payments on your 4% or less interest rate debt until it's done. But if you want to keep the momentum going, you can just pay that off too. I think it's going to be about 3.5, 4 years, depending, this whole thing, depending. And that's with you moving home and having slightly more income and not having the rent. Mm-hmm. So let's try to get that to like, what did I just say? 4 to 5 years?
You did say 4 to 5 years.
Let's try to get that to like
4 years. 3 to 4.
Well, let's try to get that to like 2 to 3 then, by going and working, making more money, man, somewhere else. You don't need weekends right now. You don't. It's Lubbock. What are you gonna do? Roll around in the sand? Get stung by a cactus? Come on. It doesn't matter. Go work.
Good one.
I know. I'm hilarious. Go just to work your off, man. Yeah. Because if you can get this taken care of by the time you're 26, you still have the times on your side for investing 20% and becoming a millionaire, multimillionaire by the time you retire. That's great. You stretch this, and remember, everything I just gave you is the sacrifice version. You don't sacrifice, you stretch this to 10, 15 years, man, then your retirement's in serious doubt, because you only have $1,000 in there at this time, or whatever it was. No, it was less than that. It was like 500. So, at that point, you're dying on the Walmart floor because you never had compound growth on your side. You never had time on your side. So that's why I say give up your weekends now so you can have a better life.
Yeah.
It's as easy as, well, it's easier said than done every day. But the overall grand scope of it is as easy as that. Now it's just you and, you determining whether or not you're actually going to do that. It's your future. It's your choice.
No, that was my plan, to get a weekend job. And I'm still kind of in the search, but I kind of laid it back. So I'm going to get back into it.
Yeah, and just take anything. Yep. Doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a dream job. Get the shitty one at first, and then while you're in look for the one that's better, and then take it when you can. But you just need to get more income right now, because just the extra, few $100 we have to put at it, it's gonna take too long to make progress.
Yeah.
And this is with you cutting back on everything. Now, on the optimistic side, if you do this 3, 4, 5 years, whatever it is, because your living situation is going to change, we don't know what things are looking like there. It'd be much more concrete if I knew you were staying there or where things were going to be. Either way, at that point, then you follow the 50-30-20. When you go get your own place and everything at that point, all your needs combined, never more than 50% of your income. You're always investing 20% of your income, whether that be maxing out a Roth IRA, some in a 401k or a Roth IRA, and then into like a individual brokerage, depending on what the workplace offers.
So how much would I put into savings?
Well, savings for what? Oh, actually, I will say that. Sorry, hopefully this doesn't confuse you. You can watch this back and see it. I did forget. After you pay off the debt, you need to figure out what it takes for you to live for 6 months and save that up. Remember, we had a 1 month emergency fund?
Yeah.
You're bringing that to 6 after all the bad debts are paid off. Or if it's below $10,000 because you're living at home, you're doing a bottom of $10,000 just in case anything medical or car related happens, because those tend to stack up. Does that make sense? And then savings for other things like houses and stuff.
Just saving in general.
Yeah, so just savings in general?
Yeah.
Well, what is it for? You already have a fully funded emergency fund at that point. What are you saving for?
I just like to save.
Okay, save, but in an account that's giving you returns, like the stock market. That's fine. 20%, putting it in there. You can save up on the side as well. You could take 5% of that, start putting it towards a house fund. I don't want any less than 15% going into.
So on my American Express account, how much should I be saving into that account? How much should I be putting?
When you're out of debt or now?
Now.
Now, remember, we're only getting to 1 month emergency fund, which is $2,387. Once you aggressively save for 2 months by having everything go to that, then you're done. You're paying off the high interest rate debt in the order that I talked about. And then once all the high interest rate debt is gone, then you save up a 6 month emergency fund, and then you leave it there. You never touch it unless an emergency occurs.
Okay.
And then everything else, stock market, house fund, that kind of stuff. We definitely want to at least max out the Roth IRA on a yearly basis at a minimum. That should be just like basic requirement, which right now, $6,500 a year, which is easy, relatively easy on your income if you manage your expenses well. And we just paused because people were doing loud things outside.
Yeah.
You said you have another car that you're considering selling. What do you think you can get for that car?
Right now, I got an offer. Well, I was hoping to sell it for $2,500.
Okay. Yeah, dude. If you get that immediately gets you to the 1 month emergency fund plus an extra $1,000 that you can put towards the card, and then you only have $600 left on the credit card. That's awesome. Do that immediately. I would just take that offer and just say, it's done. Honestly, so you can start making progress, man. Because just with the other people who've been on the show who've been sending me updates via email and everything, the moment you start paying off some of this debt, man, you're going to get when you see that credit card is done, you're going to get a fire under you. And you're like, all right, now it's time to go kill that next one. Then you're making progress on that, and you're like, yeah, let's go. It's going to be like when you get hype at the gym and you're just making progress, man.
Yeah.
You're going to be seeing that towards your debt, and you're going to get hype about it, and you're just going to want to kill it in a good way. So, yeah, do it. Take the deal. Unless you think you can get substantially more for it.
No, I definitely cannot.
Okay, then yeah, take it. Take that offer. Be like, just take it. So yeah, I mean, some of it's a little 3, 4, 5, depends on the moving situation. Where do things look like? But at that point, 50, 30, 20, once you have all the bad debts paid off and you have a fully funded emergency fund, 50% needs, 30% on wants, 20% on saving and investing.
Do you think you could write that down just so I don't forget it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll do some notes on like your notepad or something. And then of course you can always watch this video as well. So happy to answer any questions, and then you can stay in touch and we can talk via email and text or anything like that as well. No, absolutely. Because I want to see you make progress, man. I want to do a follow-up with you at some point, maybe when you move to Lubbock. Move from Lubbock to civilization again. And that'll be exciting.
Yeah, for you. The only thing that's out there is Texas Tech. Yeah.
So, and I actually think it's very fun because I didn't go to UT, but a lot of people around here love UT, and I think it's pretty fun when Texas Tech beats them, and then they all freak out and get sad, and I'm like, but either way, we'll do an update. That card should be gone. You should be making progress towards the toolbox. If not the car, you should have a 1 month emergency fund. And in October of this year, you're going to text me when your mom closes on her house. You're going to be like, all right, she applied to take out, to borrow to get the car.
Yeah.
And honestly, to be completely honest, if she's watching this, you shouldn't be getting a mortgage anyway right now if you have a 13% interest rate debt on a car, even if it's through him. You shouldn't. That's stupid. That makes no sense. You're not going to beat that with the housing market and like averages across the board of decades. So pay that off first and then get the house. She should sell this and get a $10,000 car is what she should do, actually. But that's a conversation with her. Whatever.
Yeah, that's something I don't really want to bring up because that's her car.
Except, guess what? It's not legally, it's yours. You have the debt, you have the title. So
I don't have the title yet because it's not paid off.
Oh, right. It's different per state. And I get, where I'm from in Michigan, you get the title, even though you have the debt. But yeah, here in Texas, the bank holds it. Either way, whatever. That's what she should do. You should have the adult conversation with her. I can't force that. The relationship is what it is. Knowing yourself, man. Knowing yourself. Be as honest to us, the audience, me, as possible. What are you actually going to do? What is it going to look like going forward from here?
Get a second job. Work my off. That's the plan.
Okay.
So
well, good luck.
I'm really trying to pay off that credit card off first. That's like my first step. And then from there,
Yep. 1 month emergency fund. I'll say it again. 1 month emergency fund. Credit card. Toolbox. Your car. The high interest rate student loans. Then the collections. Then a fully funded emergency fund. Then 50, 30, 20. Let's go.
Okay.
For Dan, it's going to be a hard situation to get out of, and he really needs to sacrifice, and it's going to take a lot. And I'm not overly optimistic from the conversation, especially the first half of it. Now, he gave himself a 6 out of 10. I know he hasn't watched the video, so he probably doesn't know how my score works, but it's not going to be a 6 out of 10. For his spending within a budget, his spending wasn't insane, but he shouldn't be going out to eat while he has that debt, 25% interest rate debt. So it can't be better than a 1 out of 10. The debt itself, it's almost as bad as it can get. You could have IRS debt, which is, terrible as well. But I mean, this is absolutely death. So 0 out of 10 retirement. Glad he at least started within Acorns, which again, link in the description below for a free $5. But it's, obviously drastically behind 1 out of 10 emergency fund. He has started, but it is obviously not all the way where it needs to be. 2 out of 10 real estate, not even a part of the conversation, probably not even part of the conversation in the next decade, but 0 out of 10 for now. Hammer financial score for Mr. Dan, 1 out of 10. For the resources that I use or would use in specific situations, I've linked those at the top of the description below. You can get things like free $5 for signing up for Acorns or a really high yield savings account through SoFi and many others like educational resources as well. And don't forget to follow my Instagram and Twitter. Thanks.